Welcome to Much Ado About Nothing.
Where we talk about a lot and we talk about nothing.
And much like Freddie Adu's career, this will probably be irrelevant and obsolete in like 3 weeks. So, let's get started.
Yes.
Bit of Prem action this week.
All of it, actually.
A bit.
Right. Fixtures. Obviously, we'll talk about United and Liverpool first.
Yeah, that sounds good.
I don't want to talk about United's game, so we can talk about Liverpool.
Why? What happened in Manchester United's game that made you not want to talk about it?
Fred.
Fred.
Yeah.
Fred. Yeah, no, that... I don't think it was Fred's fault.
It wasn't, but it still is.
So he gave up the first goal of the game,
Well,
right? Or it bounced
goal.
off of
It bounced off of his foot. It was going to probably go wide.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it, dude. Greenwood scored a good goal.
Yeah.
Pogba got another assist.
Yeah.
He's up to 5 now in 2 games, which is cool.
That's a great return.
It is. That's about it, man.
Still, though, that's a massive turnaround in performance from the first week where you guys were just on fire all over the place. And then to draw 1-1 with Southampton.
We played like poop.
Mm-hmm.
We did not play well.
No.
I have an issue with Solskjaer starting Matic and Fred in the midfield together, dude.
Yeah, that just seems very regressive and like...
They both had bad games.
Yeah.
McTominay is dealing with a little something, apparently. He came on in the second half.
Yeah.
But Matic did not have a good game. He held up the ball too much. We couldn't get out of our own half, which is not that hard to do against Southampton.
Yeah.
They pressed well, but it really wasn't.
Yeah, you guys should have had that.
Yeah. Not much to shake a stick at. That's honestly, that's pretty much it in terms of the United game.
Yeah.
There are not many talking points.
Yeah, Liverpool, I was the unfortunate one to have to get up at 7-something for kickoff.
I think it was 7:30.
I woke up at 8. So I didn't really catch the first half. That's fine.
I did, actually. I was on vacation.
I think I got like the last 10 minutes of first half or something.
Yeah. I was on vacation, not too far away, but I'm 2 hours away in Winston-Salem.
Yeah.
Saw Mendes and Tim.
Yeah.
Who, if you guys don't know who Mendes and Tim are,
you're missing out.
Yeah, big time, first off, but it's Mendes and it's Tim.
Yeah.
That's basically all you need to know.
What did we do? Did we win 2-0? We did.
3. Those 2. Yeah,
we won 2-0.
Burnley. Dear Lord.
Dude, okay.
I had a horrendous time watching that game. First, because it was 7:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
And 2, it's Burnley and Liverpool, which are probably the last 2 teams I wanted to watch.
Right.
Which begs the question as to why did I watch
I don't know. Why did you get that?
Because I'm insane.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
Burnley are...
Brutes.
Yeah. I don't think there's a kinder, nicer way to put it.
There shouldn't be.
They're just brutes.
Yeah.
And so this also coincides with this week's Dean Watch.
Dean Watch.
Oh, yes.
Because Mike Dean was refereeing the Liverpool match, and this week I use the term refereeing lightly because Mike Dean, in all of Mike Dean's Deanness, decided to just let the play go, let the players play.
Which is very undeanly of him.
It is. He's normally... A lot of times he's known for being pretty card happy.
Good.
Yeah, so here we go. Just, and then Mike Dean just lets it go. So, like, it's like that should be...
Well, that right there is...
That should be a foul. That should be a foul. Not letting him get up.
Rodriguez is just literally just climbing on top of him.
Yeah. Was that Rodriguez or was that Ailing?
I don't know.
Wait, no, obviously it wouldn't be Ailing because he plays for Leeds. This is Burnley. But yeah, no, Mike Dean's just walking by. He's like, well, what are you guys up to?
He's not even has his whistle up to his lips. He's
like,
literally just strolling over there to see what the kids are doing in the park on this particular Saturday.
Yeah, and so that that was a little frustrating. There were like some judo like tackles from the Burnley players just didn't get carded or called or anything like that.
Yeah, you'd think persistent infringement would come up in one of Mike Dean's many heads. But it did not on this particular day.
I think it was a bit early for him in the day. He was like, you know what? I should be at lunch right now.
It's 5 hours ahead?
Yeah.
It's the noon game, right? 12:30?
Yeah, 12:30 for them.
Yeah, tea time game. He's kind of just mad that he had to be there, I'm sure.
I think that's what it was. The other bit of Dean Watch that we have for you this week is actually to do with last week's Dean Watch, because I'll put this graphic up on the screen right now, but yeah, our video, the first upload last week, got blocked. Also, we have 9 subscribers.
Second upload. Awesome!
Wow.
Ah.
No, the first upload last week.
Right.
Yeah.
So our second episode.
So yeah, it's just a big old block because it's a copyright claim, and it was literally they gave me like the time code in the video where the infringement is, and it's some of the Mike Dean footage, which is why I had to use my cell phone footage. Hello?
You're kidding me, dude. Mother, hello. Hello. Hi, can I call you back in a little while? Luke and I are recording an episode of a podcast.
Hi.
Okay, bye. It's almost hurtful that she found that so funny. But it's also entirely 100% not what she expected.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Took her by surprise.
No, I also.
Sorry, Mom. We're discussing Mike Dean. I've got more important things to do than talk to my life giver.
Oh, dude, I barely know. I know her very well.
I was about to say.
Yeah.
Anyways, so yeah, Mike Dean, we kind of have a thing going. I feel like I know him a little bit better.
Yeah.
Just because he basically called me. He got my number and was like, hey, you got to take this down. That's how I'm taking that situation anyway.
Yeah, I have beef with Mike Dean now. He basically...
Mike Beef. Mike Beef.
Mike Beef. I have
Beef Watch. All right.
Oh.
All right.
I have beef with Mike Dean.
I have
Dean beef. I have Dean
Mike
beef. Mike Beef.
All right.
Beef. I have beef with Mike Dean because he basically took it upon himself to take our video down single-handedly off the internet.
It was him.
Without any sort of provocation.
Yeah, we didn't do anything.
No, not at all.
Except use copyrighted video material. It's fun.
No, we didn't.
That's what our official statement is.
Speaking of officials.
Officials, Mike Dean. He was the referee for the Liverpool Burnley game.
He was.
There, honestly, not a whole lot to say. Sadio Mane had a fantastic volleyed strike.
Oh, he did. Yeah.
That was good to see Sadio Mane kind of, and I feel like you could see a lot of pressure just kind of fall off of his shoulders whenever he went down to celebrate. So that was fantastic to see. True. Hopefully he can kick on from that. Otherwise, Simicast had a great game.
He did.
I'm getting man of the match for us.
Oh no shit.
Yeah.
He's doing a surprisingly good job of filling in Robbo's shoes.
Yeah. He had the assist for Jota's goal.
Yeah. How on earth are you gigantic English center backs with basically nothing other than just like an empty head made for heading soccer balls? And you don't mark the shortest man on the pitch.
Right. Harvey Elliott had another solid outing.
Oh, yeah.
Trent looked back to his best because he got the assist for
Mane's goal?
Mane's goal, yeah.
It
was great to see, it's just like things... The past couple weeks have made me realize just how much I love Liverpool, this vintage of Liverpool, because it felt like 2 years ago, 3 years ago, Liverpool.
Yeah,
we're controlling
you guys look good.
Things. We're just like, I don't know. Maybe it's just because I missed Van Dijk so much last year.
Well,
but
that
like
too.
seeing
But
those
he's a
balls
huge...
out, like those crossfield balls up the pitch, breaking the lines from the back. I don't know. It just felt like a good, solid performance.
Yeah. Seems like you guys are starting to take those difficult, scrappy games and come away with a clean sheet and a win like you should.
Like we did a couple years ago.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so...
It's in stark contrast of last year, because last year is kind of just... It's last year, so we didn't talk about it.
It's last year, exactly.
Yeah, I think that's
all I've got for... we sold Shaqiri.
Oh, the Power Cube is gone.
The Swedish... not Swedish.
He is now a Swiss Power Cube. He's now a French Power Cube.
Yeah.
A French block
he's still
of cheese.
Swiss.
Well, I know, but he's in France,
right.
which is basically Switzerland. No, it's not.
I feel like the Franks and the Swiss might have something to say about that. Asheville versus Aston Villa. It's funny because AVL. North Carolina, 828 jokes, baby, all day. Keep one.
Aston Villa.
Aston Villa.
Newcastle.
Danny Ings.
Yeah.
Scored
2-2.
Yeah.
Oh, why are we not talking about this? Danny Ings scored probably the goal of the season so far.
Oh my!
Definitely the goal of the season so far.
Absolutely.
Contender for goal of the season. Like, an unbelievable bite.
Just.
Very clean.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it was like. I would have said that Mane's goal was the best of the week. If that hadn't happened.
Danny Ings. Yeah.
Danny Ings for sure.
That was
on the full volley.
Incredible.
Just.
I don't know who scored their other goal.
I think it was El Ghazi.
Nice.
It was a penalty.
Oh, it was. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So a penalty. Not much to write home about in that game. Newcastle look just like Newcastle did in the first week. They don't look good.
They don't look good.
Probably bottom of the table 2 relegation candidates.
Yeah.
For the season, based on week 1 and 2.
Yeah.
I don't think there's much more to say about that.
Now, next up we got Crystal Palace Brentford. Little Bren action. Brentford, second clean sheet of the season.
True.
It was good for them. I think if they can manage to keep that kind of form going for a while, even if they don't blow people away like on the score sheet, they have a pretty good chance of staying up.
Defensively speaking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, it's only been Arsenal and Crystal Palace.
Yeah, but it could have gone much, much worse for them.
Absolutely.
Could have gone very wrong. So good.
Absolutely.
Off to a good foot.
Good 4 points so far.
Off on the right foot at the beginning of the season.
Yeah, absolutely. Next up, I think maybe the most exciting match of the week, Leeds and Everton. It was a good 2-2 game.
It was. Everton went in front twice, right?
Yeah, I think it was 1, and then there was like 1-0, 1-1, 2-1,
2-1,
2-2.
2-2.
Yeah.
The second goal, I tuned into the game for Rafinha's goal, was really well taken.
Yeah.
Did you see it?
I think I did.
Yeah, it was just hit first time, left foot, curled it to the left side from the right side of the 18. Good goal. I think Calvert-Lewin scored again.
Yeah, he got the pen, the first ball, first goal. Damari Gray got their second. Paddy Bamf getting on the assists again. P Bamf. Patty cakes. Let's see. Yeah, it was that was a good.
Yeah, it's pretty entertaining.
Yeah, it's very much like could potentially be a upper mid table
battle
clash down the line.
Yeah, between like 5th and 8th.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah. It could be a potential preview for those spots.
They felt very well matched, the two of them.
Yeah.
Pretty similar in talent and potential. Maybe not talent, I think on paper. Everton probably has the edge.
Yeah.
However, Calvin Phillips had a really nice assist. He's back. Bielsa ball is in full flow, which is nice to see.
Yeah.
I don't really
Richarlison might be going to PSG. I don't believe that rumor for a second. You're going to sell Mbappe to Madrid, who don't have any money, and then you're going to replace him with Richarlison. That's such a dumb...
it's PSG. They will...
And it's also like Spanish tabloid newspapers that are putting those rumors out.
Okay.
And if it's not Fabrizio Romano, I don't trust it.
Me neither.
Next up, Man City 5, Norwich 0.
That's all we need to say.
Yeah, I don't feel like...
Grealish got his goal on his home debut.
and he had no idea.
And he had no idea.
He just happened to be running in the right spot, and it just bounced in.
He ran into his debut goal.
Yeah.
It was lucky.
First goal of the match was pretty cruel, if you ask me. It was a Tim Krul own goal. Moving on. Brighton Watford. Brighton actually looked pretty good.
They do. They're 2-0.
They looked pretty good. I think it was because their first match was against Burnley.
Yeah, and they won, 2-1?
Yeah, we've already talked about Burnley.
Yeah.
So,
those are two pretty scrappalicious games.
Yeah.
But Brighton looked to be playing a good brand of classic English, hard-nosed football.
I mean, you got Graham Potter at the helm, and he looks much better with a beard, by the way. I think most people do. But, yeah, no. Graham Potter, he's got Brighton and Hove Albion turning it over in a pitch.
It does. What, 2-0, was it?
Yeah, 2-0 against Watford, and that's kind of... Watford surprised a lot of people the first match of the season.
They did.
3-2 over Villa.
They did.
And this is more of what I expected from them.
I agree.
So,
yeah. Mediocrity.
Yeah, just mediocrity. Oh, next up, we've already talked about
Southampton United, 1-1. The only thing I will say about this game again is that Pogba had a comment to the press afterwards saying that, if we're going to be a team challenging for titles, we can't be dropping points like this.
Yeah.
Which is a good mentality to have.
Yeah.
Solskjaer said, hey, we got a point from a losing position, but it's not the result that we wanted, obviously.
Right. It's a far cry from... it's early season matches, but it's a far cry from where you guys were last year, where you would go down in the first half all the time, and then come back and win.
Yeah,
you guys got winning points. You got 3 points from 0 points so many times last season.
Yeah, and most of them in away matches.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of away matches, we just equaled Arsenal's.
One positive to take away from the match.
Arsenal's all-time record, or the all-time record, of 27 games away from home, unbeaten in a row.
Yeah.
So hopefully, long may we reign.
Oh, another pretty interesting match.
Spolves and Werves.
Spools and Werves. Wolves and Spurs. Nuno's first game back at the Molineux Stadium.
The Nuno Derby.
Yeah, the Nuno Derby. Where is Wolverhampton?
Bottom of the table. Somewhere down there.
Are they
Wolverhampton
in,
is...
like the Midlands? Where is...
They wander about.
True.
I don't know where Wolverhampton is. It's in Wolverhampton. Midlands.
It is Midlands.
Yeah, go up a little bit. I don't know. West Midlands.
Yeah, okay. Wolves didn't... First of all, Tottenham won 1-0 off of a penalty. That kind of tells you how the game went.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a nailed-on pen. No question about it.
The keeper clattered into Dele.
Yeah.
And that was pretty much
And he
that.
got his first goal in like 18 months.
He could, which is exciting for him.
Yeah.
To be fair, I think it was well deserved because he played a hell of a game.
Yeah.
In week 1 against City. He was that box-to-box midfielder and just put in a shift. Yeah.
Put in a shift.
He did. He put in a shift.
Yeah. I
well
feel
deserved, I guess.
like... Yeah, no, it was well deserved. I mean, Tottenham won. They had the higher score. Obviously, they won. But I feel like Wolves have a bit of room to be a little bit aggrieved with their first 2 results because they haven't played badly.
They have not.
They haven't finished anything. Yeah. Their finishing is awful right now, but like their overall play, the chances that they're creating, I think
it was good.
If they keep at it, and if Jimenez or whoever, somebody else steps up and starts scoring, Adama Traore, man,
probably not likely.
He's a beast on the ball and off the ball.
Yeah,
but he can't finish for nothing.
His passing leaves a lot to desire as well.
Yeah.
A lot to be desired.
There you go. You nailed it.
Adama's passing leads a lot to desire.
Yeah. But I think I was kind of thinking like they might be relegation candidates. I don't think so.
I don't think so either. the way that they're playing and the aggression they've showed and the positivity during the first two, they played Leicester and Tottenham. There was no easy games to open the season with. Yeah. Especially after you lost Nuno and your goalkeeper.
Yeah.
And Jimenez is your best goal scorer is coming back to form.
Yeah. Coming off a horrific injury.
Back from a potentially
broken
lethal
skull.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Adama Traore had 2 goals last year, which kind of tells you where he's at.
Yeah.
I think confidence with him is a huge issue.
Yeah.
In front of goal, obviously.
Yeah. Which, it's interesting. There's talk, there's like legitimate talk. This is from like Fabrizio.
About
Romano,
Spurs.
About Spurs getting Adama Traore, which I think he would be an absolute monster in that team.
I think so too.
If for no other reason than just being a fast forward option.
And then just giving the ball to Kane or Son.
Yeah, obviously, there's the Wolves connection with Nuno there. I think there's something in that because I don't know, man. Spurs are just such an interesting club this year.
They are.
Wolves 0, Spurs 1, and so Spurs won. Because they won 1-0.
Cool. Moving on.
Oh yeah. Wolves, I think, are going to come good. They're going to come really good this year.
Yeah, they'll do okay.
And then our penultimate match of the week: Arsenal 0, Chelsea 2.
Yeah, Lukaku just absolutely bullied whoever he came up against. He just had a freaking field.
It was Rob
Holding and Pablo Mari. Yeah.
Oh yeah. No,
both
of
them
Mari.
just like
just obliterated.
Yeah.
He finally scored a goal for Chelsea.
It was the tappiest of tap-ins.
Yeah.
But his performance was pretty dominant, unfortunately.
Yeah. No, he's a fantastic signing for Chelsea.
He is.
And I hate to see it.
Me too.
But
Arsenal, they had... They suck.
They're awful.
They're bad, man. Their defense is absolutely abhorrent.
And they even got rid of David Luiz.
I feel like they should bring him back.
It's almost even worse.
It is even worse.
At
least they get a red card out of him.
I think this is the first time Arsenal have lost the first 2 matches of a season in I don't know, a ton of years.
They're about to lose another one.
I think they
play City next.
Yeah, that's not going to be good.
Yeah.
I don't know. Is there anything else to say about that match? Just
I don't think
commiserations on. Actually, not even commiserations.
No.
More like celebrations of Arsenal.
Arsenal's
being awful.
Emile Smith-Rowe looks okay.
He does.
He's like their one bright light.
Emile Smith-Rowe, and I mean,
I think
I'm happy for Aaron Ramsdale because he just signed for them, and apparently he's actually an Arsenal supporter since he was a kid.
That's
so
good.
He's made his dream move.
Yeah.
It could be a nightmare.
Imagine
I saw another meme. So Aaron Ramsdale has been relegated twice in a row. And somebody was like, they posted a picture of Kobe Bryant with R.I.P. A little out for the homies, all that. They posted a picture of Kobe Bryant with this was right after the Lakers had won their 3rd NBA championship in 4 years. Or maybe it was a 3-peat or something.
Yeah.
But it was Kobe Bryant just with all 3 trophies, and they were Aaron Ramsdale after being relegated 3 times in a row. I was
maybe.
I'm still gunning.
They haven't scored a goal yet, have they?
No, they haven't. I'm still gunning for the Gunners.
Dude, how many
their manager.
Nice.
Before
the second
October international break.
How many goals have Liverpool scored? 4?
5.
5?
Yeah, we scored 5.
Cool. How many goals have United scored? 6? 5 in the first. Yeah. 6. Yeah.
Who's in the top spot right now? West Ham.
How many goals have they scored? 8?
8. Yeah, a lot.
How many goals have Arsenal scored?
None.
Weird.
Goose eggs. Giving me goosebumps by how bad they are. All right.
Dude!
That brings us to the last match of match week number 2. Game week, match week.
Match week.
Game and watch. Last match we're covering for the Premier League. just ended.
It did.
We have a habit of filming these things right after something ends.
So fresh.
So fresh and so clean. West Ham 4, Leicester 1.
They did not win.
They scored 1 goal.
I know, but that's
so
just a segue into...
They won.
They did not win.
They won goal. West Ham, I mean, fair play to them. They've
put 8 in 2 games, which is really impressive.
8 goals in 2 games. Yeah. So that's really good.
Mikel Antonio today, which I think is probably the best talking point of this match.
Oh my God!
Scored he's now the record goal scorer for West Ham
in the Premier League.
In the Premier League,
yeah.
And I think it was premeditated.
Oh no, it was.
He if you haven't seen it, go check out the highlights. He runs over to the sideline where he has a cardboard cutout of himself. Just
and then he picks it up and dances with it.
Yeah, he makes it look like he's tossing them up in the air and holding them like this, and like circles them
almost
around
like
himself
an ice
around.
skating move or something.
And he puts himself down and he gives himself a little smooch.
It's great.
Oh, it's good stuff.
That's like banter.
Yeah, it is, man. And then he scored again.
Yeah, and that, honestly, I mean that goal was better.
Yeah,
just with the touch that he took to kind of loop it over the defense.
And then studs in just...
Dude, Leicester looked so... I did not enjoy this game until the last, 15 minutes.
No, me neither at all.
It was bad. I was angry. You can ask him. Yeah. Do you want to ask him?
Yeah, he was.
Yeah,
he was angry.
I was angry at how just...
It was an awful game,
dull.
Man.
It was a dull affair.
Poor choices, bad passes galore. Just
not being
things.
Progressive at all. It reminded me of it reminded me of that time I watched a bad match of football, and it was today. It reminded me of itself. That's how bad it was.
Ew.
I will always use that match as a kind of a reference point for how dull a match is. I know the score. You see 4-1 and then a red card. You see that and you're like, oh man, this must have been an exciting game.
But it was 2-1 until the 80th minute, where Antonio scored 2 goals. 80th and 83rd, I think.
Yeah.
But I mean, you saw it was
just bad.
Leicester would get possession, and then Soyuncu, when he wasn't passing it to the other team in his own box, he would just...
Soyuncu had a stinker of a game.
God. He would basically just clear it straight to their midfield.
And then as Mikel Antonio's first goal of the match, he just absolutely bodied Soyuncu.
Oh my God.
Turned him and then just
in
had
his own
sweet
box
strike. Oh.
Yeah, it was not good for Cagliar.
Isn't it Cagliar? Or something like that? We're not Turkish.
He should try harder.
Try harder.
Soyun,
boo!
Whoa! Yeah, it was a thumping. Leicester looked bad.
They looked so bad. Yeah. They looked so bad. Every time, they didn't, even before Ayoze Perez got the red card, which...
Pretty nasty.
It was, I think it's harsh on the player, but the action itself deserved it.
Yeah, I think the ref kind of had his hands tied.
Yeah.
At that point.
Might be kind of hot, see Michael Oliver with his hands tied.
Dude, Mike Dean's just right there, ready to dive in.
Anyways.
Sorry, what were we talking about? By all.
Even before Perez got a red card, so that takes somebody out of their midfield, and that you could understand that disrupting any sort of flow that Leicester had, but they didn't have any before that.
They did not. It was just less.
It was just so static and stagnant and frustrating to watch. And I don't care about either of these two teams really.
Yeah.
I don't have any feelings for them one way or the other. So this was a good, true, neutral experience. Yeah, and it was just so frustrating, man.
As innocent bystanders, it was bystanders. As innocent bystanders, it was just abysmal. I feel targeted.
West Ham, the Hammers, the Irons, they were more progressive than Leicester for the most of the match, but it really wasn't until Mikel Antonio started scoring that I was invested in the game at all.
Me neither. Even when that's about it. I don't have anything more to say.
Just Soyuncu had a howler of a match.
That wraps up our Premier League. Wrap up
for this week. You wanna? Something not Premier League.
Something not Premier League. Ligue 1 in France. Dimitri Payet was involved in some drama.
This is nasty business.
Yeah.
Man. Were they down for a corner or was
it was a foul, I think, and Payet was kind of rolling on the ground.
Yeah.
And some nice fans, some not so Nice fans. Well,
they just
play for you.
Yeah.
Somebody threw a bottle at him from the stands,
hit him in the back,
and it kind of rolled onto the field, and then just kind of like crashed into his leg, I think.
No.
Oh, they actually hit him.
They hit him in the back.
Okay. Cool.
There were probably multiple projectiles, so to speak, but no, I saw a clip where it's one of them just like clocks him. I don't know if it was the back of the head or in the
top of his spine
top
area.
of his back. But
yeah.
Anyways, he turns around and he's like, "What?
WTF?" And he picks up one of the bottles and chucks it into the crowd.
Yeah, not the smartest move, but I can understand
his frustration.
Yeah.
So the Nice Ultras or the not so Nice Ultras, are chucking bottles at him, and he chucks one back. And so the Ultras come onto the field and start, confronting the players.
The fact that they were able to get onto the field.
There were very, very few stewards who were actually over there, and the security was pretty bad.
Yeah.
That being said, I don't think they inspected. I don't think they expected a pitch invasion.
Yeah.
But that was a little out of order.
They had to suspend the match. I think it was like the 78th minute or something like that.
Yeah, towards the end.
And so they had to suspend the match. I don't know what the score was at that point, but they suspended the match. It got so bad that the Marseille players did not come back out of the tunnel. So they technically forfeited, and Nice won the game 3-0.
By default.
Like if you forfeit, it's a 3-0.
Yeah. That's ridiculous, in my opinion. I don't think that should be allowed at all.
I would just like... I don't know. I don't know how to...
Suspend the game, have it replayed. Or end it at what score it was. I don't know.
Yeah.
Something else other than the fact that
I don't think
the players
any
don't feel
result,
safe.
any way that they turned it out, like whether it's we'll finish this behind closed doors in a couple hours, let's get everybody out of the stadium, bring the players back on, play it again, or just stop playing, and then whoever's ahead at the 78th minute.
Sure.
I don't think there's any like good way to resolve that, but I think, especially because it was the Nice Ultras that caused the whole thing.
Yeah.
To just automatically give Nice the win just feels like such an injustice.
It does. I don't blame the Marseille players for not wanting to come back on the pitch.
Absolutely not. Absolutely
They
not.
were assaulted.
Yeah.
So to grant Nice the win for that is unbelievable.
Yeah.
In my book. But there you have it. 3-0 to Nice because of their fans.
Yeah. And that sets a very bad precedent. It's like...
It does, man. If you can intimidate the players to walking off the field...
Right.
By pitch invasion...
Yeah.
And, projectiles, then what stops them from doing that every game?
Yeah. It's like, imagine the Northwest Derby, October 24th.
Yeah.
Man U, Liverpool. One of our teams is up by one goal in the 78th minute, and then somebody gets a harebrained idea on either side of the supporters, just to start doing awful things, and then more or less force the other players to not come back on.
Yeah,
and it's
they get the win.
Or imagine if it was really close at the end of the season, and it was Nice and Marseille battling for the title in France.
God! There would be riots.
Just to automatically give... Not only does that give them the 3 points, that gives them a +3 on their goal differential, which could come into play. None of that makes... It does not feel good. No. It doesn't feel good.
It doesn't. And it's not what you want to see.
No.
But it happened, unfortunately.
For all you French people that are obviously watching this, get your Nice Ultras under control. I've actually heard a lot about various French ultra groups being some of the rowdier.
I believe it.
In Europe.
Yeah.
Anyways, So yeah, no, that's 2 weeks in a row where we've had some ultra action because we had the Leeds Man U.
Yep.
Skerfuffle. Kerfuffle.
Yeah.
Scuffle.
Kerfuffle.
We had that going on last week. This week we have something going on. Ligue 1.
No. Marseille and Nice.
Ligue 1.
Oh, I thought you said Lyon.
No. Ligue 1.
Ligue 1.
Yeah, not to be compared with the Serie A in Italy.
Or La Liga.
Oh, La Liga. The Premier League.
Oh, proper British
Yes.
sexual neutrality.
More like sexual repression. You know, it's good British. I think we've reached the... Is there anything else you want to talk about?
Not that I know of, man.
Match week 3.
Yes.
Predictions and general feelings. Man City, Arsenal at 7:30 on Saturday morning.
I think that's going to be 0-3 for Arsenal.
That's going to be 0-3 for Arsenal. That's going to set the stage for them to get relegated. Man City are going to blow them out of the water. Although, funny things happen in the Prem, so I wouldn't be surprised. Actually, no. I would be very surprised if Arsenal get anything out of that.
Yeah, same.
Newcastle, Southampton. I don't want to watch that.
Me neither.
All right.
Draw.
Draw.
1-1 maybe.
We'll call it a draw.
Cool.
Your arm's off. Brighton Everton. That could actually be a pretty good matchup with how Brighton have been playing.
Yeah.
And Everton kind of having that they're still riding that new manager wave. As much as I hate Everton, I think Benitez is going to do great things there. So I think I could see. I don't think Brighton are going to win this one. I don't think it. I don't think Brighton are going to win.
I don't think so either. I think Everton probably wins.
Yeah, by like 1 goal.
Sure.
Next up, we got West Ham, Crystal Palace.
West Ham are going to score another 2 or 3 goals, probably.
Yeah.
You can see that one going to West Ham by 2.
West Ham by 2, dude. Crystal Palace just are. It's time for them to go.
It is.
Norwich, Leicester. Based on Leicester only scoring 2 goals across their first 2 matches, having Isaac Perez not available. I don't know. I'm just
it's probably going to be Leicester.
Facts. I think Leicester are probably going to take it, but
could be interesting. I think Norwich could put up a good fight.
Yeah, who did they played? Oh yeah, they lost 3-0 to us and then 5-0 to City.
Yeah, Norwich. I forgot they haven't scored.
Yeah, they're bottom. They are actually bottom of the table.
Okay, well that's probably going to be pretty bad for them.
They've beaten Arsenal. Arsenal are in 19th. I know it's only 2 games in, but they haven't scored anything, and they've got a -4 goal differential.
That's wonderful.
And Norwich's goal difference is -8. Yeah. So okay.
Yeah, should be Leicester.
Should be Leicester. Should be. Next up, we got Villa Brentford. That I'm actually excited about that game.
Me too.
I think that'd be a good. I think whether or not Brentford are punching above their weight right now, they're holding their own for sure.
They are.
They beat Arsenal.
A win and a draw.
Hard to do.
Yeah.
Drew against Crystal Palace again. Not hard to do. But to see how they play against Villa, I think Villa are going to take it. I think they're going to win.
Yeah, I think I'd agree with you, man.
I could see a draw.
Sure.
But I think Villa are going to win it.
Yeah, I have Villa taking that one as well.
Yeah. Blockbuster match of the week. We've got Liverpool Chelsea.
Oh man, I think it's going to be a good test for Van Dijk and your defense.
Yeah.
Having to deal with Lukaku and then kind of I wouldn't call it necessarily a free flowing attack of Chelsea. Lukaku tends to stand centrally and be that target man, but the other players around them tend to move about pretty.
Chelsea, Liverpool. I mean, Chelsea are of the past 15 years, 14, 16 years or so. They were our biggest rival for a minute behind you guys.
Yeah. I think that they're going to be really tough to beat. However, I think you guys are very tough to beat as well.
I think we're gonna. I'm gonna predict Liverpool to win every single game this season. So, Liverpool, I'm gonna say they beat Chelsea. I could see Chelsea ruining our clean sheet streak. I think they're gonna take it, man.
All right. Well, I think Chelsea are going to take it, just because.
Just because you want Liverpool to lose.
Yeah, that too.
Okay. Burnley Leeds.
I don't care.
I
want Burnley to lose.
Leeds. I want Leeds to win.
Leeds are going to win
they've
4-1.
Yeah. No, I mean that's Bielsa ball.
Yeah.
Tottenham Watford.
I think Spurs will
Tottenham
take that.
by 1-0 again.
Yeah, probably.
Man U Wolves.
Wolves have a history of giving us difficult games.
And I think they will. Maybe they'll find their shooting boots this week.
I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
Yeah.
But I'm hoping for it.
Yeah.
I hope. I'm calling Man U to lose. It's gonna be like 3-2.
Okay. I think it'll be
Maybe
like
2-1.
I think it'll
Maybe
be
1-0.
probably 2-0, 3-0 to us.
I don't see you guys not scoring.
Yeah. I think we'll take it by 2 goals.
Yeah.
At least.
Your guys are gonna lose by 2 goals. So just like you did with Liverpool, man. I think that's about that. That wraps it up for match week 3. International break after that.
Oh my gosh, it is. Yeah,
yeah.
I forgot how quickly into the season the international break is.
Yep. So,
cool, guys.
any closing thoughts?
No, I think I'm good.
Let us know in the comments below who you think the first manager to get the sack is going to be. I think it's going to be Arteta for Arsenal or Patrick Vieira.
Oh, I would love to see that.
Yeah, I think.
I want Arteta to get so close to being fired and then win a game against City, Liverpool,
yeah, that's how I was
Chelsea,
whenever
really?
Jose Mourinho was managing at United.
Yeah.
So I was like, I just want him to be in there as long as possible so he can just wreck the club. So
that is what Arteta is doing to Arsenal, man. It's not just him, obviously. The club have kind of lost their identity.
Yeah.
But
we've got like a minute and a half left on this recording device. So yeah, let us know who's going to be the first to get a sack. Anything else? Cool. We'll see y'all next week. Bye, 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 bye.